Has anyone ever found a channel that they actually like through Creator on the Rise? I'm serious, because I haven't.
I don't have any statistics of how many people use trending on a regular basis, but I'd imagine it's a decent amount. At the very least, it seems like tens of thousands, because whenever there's a small video uploaded, there's at least a couple dozen comments asking why that particular clip made it onto trending. What I can imagine is that a lot less than that pay attention to the Creator on the Rise section of this page. For those who don't know, or possibly anyone who didn't care until now, the Creator on the Rise system is where YouTube gives a special spotlight to a smaller channel in the hopes that they'll get a bit of a popularity boost from it. According to YouTube's own blog post on this matter, the Creator on the Rise is a way to share and celebrate some up-and-coming channels with at least 1,000 subscribers and that meet a bare minimum amount of certain viewership analytics. The stats the system seems to prioritize the most are views, watch time, and consistency of uploads.
If I may interject, however, I personally disagree with how the system has been set up. It seems to be following a specific pattern as to what channel it picks, with minimal human intervention, probably just to make sure that said channel doesn't fall into any gray areas.
This pattern I referenced is actually really simple. So simple in fact that I originally didn't believe it. What the Creator on the Rise appeared to be looking for was any channel that had a relatively large surge in views for one of their recent videos. This could be anywhere from 100,000 to over 1 million views depending on the channel, but they all seem to fit into this categorization quite neatly. That is, up to a certain point. After a couple of weeks of watching and documenting every featured channel I could, there seemed to be a shift in what the system was looking for. Instead of these massive spikes in views for recent videos, the algorithm here seemed to be looking for less dramatic results.
Channels started popping up with only minor increases in their usual viewership, and this makes me wonder if YouTube actually wanted to give the smaller guys a chance, or if they just happened to run out of channels to feature under the old method.
Still, even with the supposed overhaul to how the numbers are crunched, I feel like more could be done to allow people to find smaller channels they might like. I couldn't find any evidence of this actually existing, so correct me if I'm just imagining this, but didn't YouTube used to have a channel browsing feature back in the old days? It was more or less an advanced search option for channels that would let you set a certain criteria, like how many subscribers you're looking for in a channel. Again, I could have completely made that up in my head. That was about 10 years ago now. Regardless of whether that existed or not, I think it should now though.
I feel like there's a lot of channels stuck in a sort of ELO hell on YouTube, where they've managed to garner a couple hundred or even a couple thousand subscribers, but they can't manage to grow any faster. A simple tweak to the advanced search options could help find these channels the audiences they deserve.
I'm personally subscribed to a couple of channels with only a few thousand subs. While it's nice to have a smaller community to be a part of compared to ones with millions of followers, I would also like to see these content creators have the chance to succeed. It feels like without getting lucky and having one of your videos blow up, it's almost impossible to grow faster than at a linear rate. While definitely at a smaller scale than what I'm talking about, I experienced something similar in early 2016. My review for Path of Exile received way more views and comments than anything I could have ever expected. From that, my subscribers more than doubled over the following months, going from around 25 to about 55 before finally slowing down.
Though I don't let my subscriber count get to me that often, I can attest to the very real pressure of trying to top that one video. There are plenty of things I've done since that review that I feel are of higher quality, and yet some of those videos only have about a dozen views.
But this video isn't about me, it's more about channels slightly higher than me on the totem pole. Ones with a small but established audience of at least a few hundred subscribers who need an even bigger break than the one I got. I don't have anything to back up my claim that a channel browsing feature could help people like this grow, but it can't hurt to try. There's a very real sense of excitement people get when discovering something that they perceive as high quality before it's popular. The same goes for YouTube channels. You see comments all the time on larger channels about how someone's been watching since the early days and have a lot of pride for sticking with it throughout that creator's growth. There's already websites that are doing what I suggest YouTube do, helping smaller channels gain some potential viewers.
At the very least, a browsing feature would give more options to people who visit the site every day, which is always a good thing. I don't think this is the most urgent of matters when it comes to YouTube, but it is something that I believe is worth looking into for the site's engineers. And I do want to clarify that while I am criticizing the Creator on the Rise system, in no way am I calling out or trying to ridicule any of the channels that I've shown to be featured in this video. I say more power to them for taking advantage of YouTube highlighting their channel, and I wish them all the best of luck. I just think there's a better way to help out the majority of the creators on the website with smaller audiences. Creator on the Rise certainly seems to have good intentions, but I don't think it's making that big of a difference in the long run. And as for Artist on the Rise, I actually have no idea what the hell they were trying to do with that. It seemed more like they were promoting artists who already had massive audiences, with no discernible pattern as to who is highlighted. The most I got out of that is that they showcased a relatively large number of foreign artists, so yeah. Anyways, that's all I've got for now. I've been researching and gathering information for this video since early August, so I hope it was worth the effort. Also, this is probably one of the only videos I'm ever going to ask you, the viewer, to share this if you can. I genuinely believe that this browser feature is a good idea, and that someone from YouTube should hear about it. Personally, I would absolutely use a feature like this to find smaller channels, because there's almost definitely some out there that I would love, but haven't found yet. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more like it, maybe even subscribe. Links to my social media and whatnot are in the description below, and as for the comment question, I went on and on about a feature I'd really like to see added to YouTube, but what are some ideas you might have to make the site a better place? And that's all the time I've got for today, so until next time, don't die.